Welcome friends, peers, colleagues, acquaintances, and finally but not least, Mrs. Miles of Glendale's English 3U class. I would like to hear my mention how proud we are as a fortunate country. We possess plentiful natural resources, for instance, water, forests, and food, to effectively survive without stress. And Canada being one of the largest countries in the world, second place to me. However, hundreds of thousands, no, millions of Canadians have abused these resources. But have you thought consciously of those in Timor-Leste where over half couldn't establish good housing conditions, no access to clean water and sanitation? But have you thought consciously about walking on a daily basis, knowing that the streets will be overpopulated with people that could potentially make you sick while wearing a face mask in China? But have you thought about the urge of gathering drinkable water for your families in Africa, where it could potentially be a life or death situation? Many of us ignore these problems. Many have ignored the ignored. However, many walked the walk. The cries and screams amongst those who are coping to survive have been heard for some time. Thus, organizations are promoting their faculty to make a name for themselves, to help improve the lives of millions through donation. However, we've only begun to see the cover of the book. The organizations, for instance, the United Way, Life Corps International, or viewed as helpful foundations, they aren't what you think they are. Please, open your eyes, open your mind. These profitable organizations are the pinnacle fabrication of deceitful acts amongst us all. Do they feel sentimental at all? Are we living in a place where people begin to manipulate one's feelings to benefit only their own? Removing their true colors entirely is now seen as a Venus flytrap. Luring those that have the courtesy to fly into the depths of their mouth, ultimately obtaining the money for profit. For instance, instead of spending all the donors' money towards a charitable cause to a country, a family, a hospital, a healthy field, a school, a washroom, think about these possibilities. Selfishness is all I can hear through my ears. Moreover, many of these organizations redeem more than half of the donated money, just for themselves. Now, ingrain this into your minds, and let me tell you this. We are not them. We are here in this hollowed spot to remind Canada of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of taking our natural resources for granted, or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to take action. Now is the time to make real promises of fundraising for those in desperate need. Now is the time to collaborate and raise our innovative minds from the dark, desolate valleys of desolation to the path of civilization, joyfulness, and happiness. But there's also something I want to mention to my peers who are sitting, listening to my voice, which leads into the palace of justice. In the process, improving one life can indicate many things. We shall not act guilty upon the government's actions, but upon ourselves instead. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred known to be said by Martin Luther King Jr. He is morally correct. Fighting will ultimately make us weaker, not stronger. Therefore, we as one must not allow our freedom of protest to degenerate into physical violence. We must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. We must not walk alone, but together for the better. Though the struggles can still be heard by many, I still have a dream. It's deeply rooted in everyone's intellect. I have a dream that one day everyone will have the resources needed through technological advancements and human deeds. I have a dream that one day we will all forget the trials they had to endure and continue moving forward. I have a dream that one day even China, a country which reeks of air pollution, killing those one by one, will be transformed into an oasis of fresh air. I have a dream that one day Timor-Leste and many others will be able to afford good housing conditions and clean water and sanitation. I have a dream today. This is the hope and this is the faith that I have ingrained in my subconsciousness. With this faith, we'll be able to become resilient and aid in the process of hope for endangered lives. With this faith, we will be able to transform the earth to become further suitable for everyone. With this faith, we will become one, to pray together, to struggle together, to help each other, knowing that they will all be free from the shackles of poverty, lack of education and resources. And this will be the day. This will be the day of change. Thank you.